What's in this stuff, by the way?
It's like kombucha, isn't it? It's all natural.
Okay.
It's like gut-friendly sort of gut-friendly soda, so it's not got any of the nasties.
A category that didn't exist.
There you go.
Now everyone needs it.
Also, then, how good is the name, by the way? Like the balance of three letters.
Hip hop.
And then hip hop is cool, and it's all about pop soda and stuff like. And oh mate, how did they come up with that? How did no one come up with it first?
Hip hop. Hip hop. I think you could make a mistake. You could say, well, it's called hip hop or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's that sort of play, yeah.
Hip hop.
Yeah. All right, cool.
It's tasty.
Yeah, man, it's great. Low calorie as well. Win.
Win-win.
All right, so shifting gears, I'm absolutely buzzing for this section, mate. Like, so we're going to bring it now towards the kind of current day, and what sort of things are inspiring you at the moment?
I have been thinking a lot about business itself. Because I think, we spend a huge amount of our own time helping other businesses differentiate from each other. In branding. And that's great. I love that challenge. I love how it's strategic, how it's creative, and it's a challenge, and just a challenge is fun. But more and more I've been thinking about, wouldn't it be fun to actually, create your own business and forge a way to stand out in a particular market? And I've been reading a good bit by this group called Category Pirates.
Nice.
And they are like a collective of entrepreneurs who are basically driving at this idea of the most successful businesses do not compete in existing markets. Because if you're if you're entering an existing market, there's going to be a market leader already. And research shows that if you're a market leader, you're taking up, 76% of the market share. So everyone else who enters that category to compete are fighting over the other, 26% or whatever
So
it is.
it's so hard to like really penetrate and kind of get that market claim or breakthrough when you're kind of like there's a big juggernaut ahead of you already that's just like sweeping
it already exists, so it becomes more and more saturated, and you're fighting over a smaller portion. So what Category Pirates' whole thing is, they practice category design, which is, I gotta say, it's very. I mean, they absolutely have the track record with their businesses to prove it. But what they're going after is basically, clear space. Creating new categories. So that could be creating a brand new category, like the way, Netflix carved out a new behavior of watching stuff on demand. So they carved out that, then they named it streaming. Streaming didn't exist before, right? They could have slipped into just being called, it's this other version of cable.
Because they started off with the DVDs, right? Postal DVD service, which was kind of like happening a little bit, and then it's just like there was this major unlock where they transitioned. I think Blockbuster Video actually had a chance to potentially buy them, but at that time they didn't have their magic moment of like that pivot that actually made them what they are.
Exactly.
But that's mad, like. And
so that was a category blunder by.
I know,
they're gone now.
And they're gone now, And at that time they were the actual kind of market leader, which and time shifts quick, and you've got to be on your toes. You've got to be agile.
So that's an example of a completely new category. Or if you think of the Ubers or Airbnbs, like those big grand ones, and actually these ones, the red thread is that they're all big technology businesses. But then you can think of and I think it's still equally sort of exciting and creative, is that there are subcategories. So within an existing market, there's categories. You could, there's also clear space in there. So if you think of hard seltzer, so in the alcoholic drink market, or kombucha, these things that didn't exist before, but they're new slices basically of clean space that if you name them, claim them, and frame them in the right way, you can potentially dominate them if you've got the investment.
So name it, claim it, and frame it. Nice. So it's all about change and shaking up the market. Is there any other kind of good brand examples or kind of case studies that it's a great example to kind of highlight this whole ethos and a great example in this space?
One that comes to mind So like, first of all, I think like all of this just really excites me because it's got creative potential. I love the idea of, oh man, there could be so many little opportunities out there.
Yeah.
There's the category of hand sanitizer, which, you know, we think of as, you know, a whole range of like pumps and fucking things you carry in your pocket that like either are stink or are too watery and get all over your clothes, and they're just sort of a nuisance, but a necessary nuisance, right? There's a company called Touchland which has come along, and they have changed behavior by creating this thing that becomes collectible, right? So they've got this whole range of hand sanitizers that spray. They look like Apple products. I presume there's a picture on screen.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And they've named it like I think it's called like spray mist or something, right?
Yeah.
So these things look beautiful. There's a change of behavior that they've become massively collectible. They have gone viral. Mm-hmm. They're not at a particularly low price point, but they are, you know, they've popped off basically, and it has changed the way, you know, it's changed expectations really of something that did exist as a market, but someone's carved out a new slice of it, and I think that's exciting. Yeah,
like Touchland is such a great example. Like they've totally shaken up an otherwise overlooked category, and like, I guess, oh mate, do you know what I was just thinking there? See, when I was at BBC, right, before COVID and all that, there was the hand sanitizer, big industrial size one on tables, right? Just dotted around. Mm-hmm. But on the end, it would always go like hard, and like you would go to press it and it would either be blocked or it just wouldn't come out. Yeah. And there was one time I kind of like, it was a bit blocked, right? And I pressed it down and it was like, oh, it's not working. So I went harder, right? And it squirted straight in my eye. Yeah. Went straight up.
Yeah, you need Touchland.
So I need to, I want the spray mist. Jesus.
But they've done like a bunch of, they just got bought for 880 million.
Oh, wow.
They've got partnerships now with like Disney and like Hello Kitty and stuff. And they've moved into perfumes as well.
So that, like I said, this is such a great example of like overlooked category, absolute carved out this niche, and they've really kind of curated it and thought about it and went to the nth degree when they didn't have to, because the benchmark is set so low in that category, but they've just absolutely sidestepped that and created their own vibe.
Yeah. I think some people some people watching this could be like, who gives a shit? That's so gimmicky. Fine. But there's something that is slightly thrilling in the opportunity, I think, of something different.
No, that 100%, but also the proof is there. Like they've sold it for close to $1 billion. Like this is actually tangible and it works and it's actually scalable, and they've been able to exit that business, and it's like close to $1 billion. So this is the real world, right? So they named it Touchland, great name. They framed it beautifully with the product design and the range of kind of more mature scents, making it collectible, and they've claimed it before anyone else kind of got there first. Fantastic example. So you hinted on maybe your own sort of business, some business ideas. Are you happy to share that, or is this kind of under lock and key at the moment?
It's in its absolute infancy. It couldn't be less than a seed.
Okay, cool. So watch this space.
Yeah, I've no confidence in it. I've no confidence.
No confidence?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Well, watch this space and we'll see what happens. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you found this valuable, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.